Reacquainted after our long absence, it's time now to get into her mechanics. Cleared this area in preparation for getting to the engine. And Garrett is remembering where all of his tools are. You're very white. He asked for help, but then squirted like a handful of sunscreen in my hand, so.
All right. Slowly starting to remember where things are and how I left things. I was just telling Ruth, it was funny because I dug through my deeper tool storage to get a drill and a battery, and then move things and go into my like everyday tool storage that's easier to get to, and sitting right on top is a drill with the battery. I just remembered, oh yeah, I kept a drill and a battery in the easy storage because it's what I get to most often, so I wouldn't have to go digging deeper. So.
But you already dug deeper.
I already did. Okay.
Our engine is an old workhorse, longing for exercise. Recommissioning involves a thorough overall inspection, and fingers crossed, nothing unexpected comes to light.
Hello, beastie.
What do you see?
Gross stuff.
Oh! Yeah, I think the overflow up here is very full.
Okay, well, that solves the question is if there's still...
It smells.
That smells gross.
Oof. Why does that smell?
It smells like dookie.
Yeah, it smells like holding tank.
Off to a good start.
That wasn't expected, but the inspection goes on.
Damn. The driveline looks great. I was worried it was going to be rusty.
The driveline allowed us to install our engine off-center and eliminates the need for precise alignment. After copious operating hours, we're very pleased with this industrial alternative to what's typically seen. So you're doing sort of your overall assessment and then you'll check the oil?
Yep. So first things first, I wanted to check the fluid to see if that was dry. Surprisingly, it's not. Surprisingly, it was like really pressurized and squirted out everywhere. We've been having weird issues with the coolant.
So our coolant likes to do a disappearing act. We've ordered a new heat exchanger, but for now, we can expect that.
So, I'm concerned. So, as I was just saying, when I pull this cap off, there's a lot of pressure in it, and with everything that I was explaining, seemed weird. As I was looking at the engine more, just kind of visually inspecting everything before I move on, I noticed that there's salt buildup that looks like it's leaking out of various areas that should just be freshwater coolant. They shouldn't have any salt water in them. And the more I looked, the more I saw, the more I found evidence of, like down here, it's just straight salt. And if that's the case, if there's salt water leaking out of those areas, then my first thought, we think that we've been having an issue with our heat exchanger. Like there is a small, maybe a pinhole leak that we are losing coolant slowly when we were running it, because we would slowly over time lose some coolant. We'd have to top off our coolant. But this maybe makes me think that last time we were here and we ran the engine, there was an internal, like a large internal failure in the heat exchanger, which allowed our whole fresh and saltwater cooling system to just mix together and potentially just circulated salt water through our whole engine block. And then we left and we haven't been back for 9 months. And if that's the case and our engine has been sitting with salt water internally for 9 months, then it could be very bad. My next step is pull the cap, drain some fluid, just get the pressure out, And then I'm gonna pull the housing off of the thermostat here. And if that's full of salt, then I'll know for sure that our engine was filled with salt water.
This is unexpected.
If that's what happened, there's zero way for us to have known when we ran the engine, and then we had to put the boat away and fly home. Again, we don't know for sure, but that's kind of, at least with what I'm looking at, that's kind of what the evidence is pointing to.
It's worst case scenario.
Yes. But first things first, and
we'll figure out what we do from
then
there.
we just hope for the best. It's been sitting with salt water in it for 9 months. It's very bad. Very, very bad.
And my task for today. We never decommission the freezer, and there's a smell.
You might get really lucky.
I might get lucky.
Smell that?
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if it's coming from here or if it's coming from like something in the head. Okay, here's the moment of truth. Let's ignore a potential catastrophic problem down below, maybe for some comic relief. If we can laugh at another terrible thing happening.
Either gonna be two horrible things or
maybe we'll get lucky. Remember, don't take a deep breath when you open it. Well, it doesn't look good.
it's frozen. Our batteries are at the end of their life, and with the solar panels having been obstructed by seagull feces, there likely wasn't enough power to run the freezer consistently.
Yeah, let's just put the cooler, ow, it's hot.
The deck?
Let's just put the cooler in the shade and move on to more crucial things like whether or not our engine is completely.
We kind of expected and deserved this one. We know better than to leave fish and hope it stays frozen.
All right, get a bucket.
Oh, ooh,
God, that stinks.
God, reeks. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, it's getting worse. Do you want me to hold the bucket or anything? It's kind of getting in there. It's an unusual smell though.
Like, it's not all poo that the holding tank smell is. It's also like stagnant salt water with organisms that have died and are decaying. That's what that smells like.
So it's probably exactly what you feared.
So far that's what it's looking like, but let's just
Keep going.
moving forward. Compartmentalizing
the next step from one possible outcome is required for yielding possible success. We won't know for sure unless we keep moving forward.
The hell is that? Let's see if this is still alive. It's dead.
Wow! Boy, does it run!
Wow. Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh. That does not look good. What is it? You need to tell. Take your pick. Does it smell?
It's salt.
Salt.
It's just like gunk, but
Gooey salt.
Ooh. Hey, actually, that doesn't look too bad.
Just
maybe
junky on the top.
I mean, that came out super, like,
wow, really
what
clean.
is all that crap in there? I mean, it's mushy, but it felt like there was salt crystals in there, but
how could something... I'm perplexed. Do you want me to...
But like the underside looks totally fine. I mean, there's no salt buildup. There's no gunk.
No,
even, really.
It looks great.
What? I don't really. I'm confused.
Yeah.
It's like a roller coaster of emotion. 1 second I think our engine is completely and then another minute I'm like, there's hope. Wait a minute. I don't really know. Pull this and clean it up. I'll clean up the housing, get all the crap out of that. It looks clean in there. It looks completely clean.
The water that's beneath it.
Once I clean everything out, it doesn't look damaged at all. It doesn't look like there's any corrosion. The material looks totally fine. It just looks like it was really dirty, really gunked up.
Looks a little more
gross,
chunky. There was a problem we already knew about.
When we were here last time in November, we were running the engine. Everything was totally fine, perfect. And then just as things go, when we were last day, we had like an hour before the water taxi picked us up to take us to the airport. And I was like, I just want to run the engine again one more time for a little bit before we leave. Fired it up, and then we stopped pumping water. We stopped pumping raw water. I'm like, of course. And my theory really is that I just sucked up some debris into the through hull down below. But, you know, at that time, I just didn't have... We had no time to tear into it because we were going to get picked up.
Before we can run the engine, we first have to answer the known problem. Why aren't we pumping water? Well, it's liquidy.
Yep, just as I suspected. Impeller's fine.
If it's not the impeller, then... It's
a blockage that caused us to lose our water.
Or is it?
I think I found the culprit of why we weren't pumping raw water anymore. Like I thought, the impeller was fine, and that turned out to be the case. The impeller's totally good. I'm going to replace it anyway because we've been running it for like over 3 years. So I thought if it wasn't the impeller, then it was a blockage in our through hull, which is no big deal, simple enough. But when I took this off, I found out the key, that it's a keyed shaft that you put the impeller on, and the key has like corroded down to where it was just
kind of resting like, in there.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't even protrude out of the keyway. So there's no key locking this on. This was just like in the keyway on the shaft, but it's not holding anything.
So the propeller probably wasn't turning.
Yeah, the shaft was probably just spinning.
And the propeller wasn't doing anything.
And the propeller's just still.
Yeah, it's the lighting's pretty bad, but you can tell it's like half the size almost that it needs to be.
I've never seen that happen before, but I mean, this is a pretty long time for an impeller to last full-time cruising, you know. Hats off to this mighty little impeller. But yeah, I've never seen a key on the impeller just like that disintegrate down to nothing, or to not enough to hold it. That's really strange.
So now the hope is that the replacement you got, has a key as well.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, it must have just been made out of some crappy metal, some inferior metal, because the housing for this pump is bronze, so that's going to be really noble. The shaft, I don't know what the shaft, I would assume the shaft is stainless steel because it's a saltwater pump. So that's going to be a pretty noble metal. So this must have just been
Brass
like a lower grade metal, and electrolysis just ate it. Well,
next insight. Do you want me to rummage? You have all of your clean clothes in there.
nonsense.
Okay. Oh gosh, you're so filthy. That was easy enough.
Don't see a key.
We only brought parts from the States for the expected issues. We've hit a roadblock.
We have hit a roadblock.
Okay. So we went into shore and we're checking with the marine maintenance boat services people on shore, but not feeling too hopeful that they'll be able to find a key. So,
well, find one that it needs to be non-ferrous metal.
yeah.
It needs to be stainless or bronze or something like that.
So we left some parts with them and we'll see, but paddled back out to the boat and I removed all the stuff that we were storing up in the V-berth so that Garrett could get under there, which is where he has all the screws, to hopefully find a bronze one that he can just whittle down with, you know, some prison file tools.
Alright, the plan to find a nice bronze bolt. How's that going?
Trying really hard not to get it to touch my fingers.
Not to vom.
And not to vom. Yeah.
Gross.
Let's just keep the fish in the freezer, Garrett said. Ruth said that's a stupid idea. He said stop worrying about everything.
Alright, I'm gonna go back to
Whittling your bronze?
whittling some bronze.
Alright.
Have fun.
Me too. He found a promising candidate in a bronze screw we had laying around. Hot! The unpredictable twists and turns of today have ultimately ended in an unusual fabrication. We still don't know if the engine will run, but we're optimistic.
Hot! Still hot. Ow, hot. Why is everything so hot? Almost there. Damn. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to hightail it to the head pretty soon here. The showers, huh? Now we're making progress. Look at that. Okay, I made really good progress and I think this is gonna work. I gotta stop for the day and clean up because we gotta make it into shore before it gets dark to take some showers because we're both filthy and we will regret it if we don't, and we only have the kayak. And now, of course, as you can see, the marina's that way and that's the way the wind is blowing and it just picked up. So we're gonna have a nice headwind on our paddle in, of course. It's been like dead calm for the past couple hours, and now right when we're ready to paddle to shore and we're kind of racing the sun. Oh well. Let's get on with it then.
Up next.
I think it might be a permanent solution because this is actually turning out really good. Still a little bit more fine tuning to do, but I'm gonna go do a test fit. I think I did it. A new bronze key for the impeller shaft. That came out really good. I'm very happy with it. Never did I think that I would be hand filing a bronze key out of a wood screw.
That's a first. I'm proud and lucky to have you.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
It's like a sauna in here. It's cleansing. I think this is like a wellness retreat, Garrett. You look like you have a farmer's tan, but down to like your elbow. The one you didn't need to take apart the bunk for.
Too much back talk.
He just shushed me.
Insubordinate again.
I had to ask 3 times, and then he was like, will you just move the stuff out of the bunk? And now he's like, oh, that one we found earlier might be the best.
I needed to get under here anyway.
No, he needed to get under here for what?
For this.
Okay, that qualifies.
I'm so happy you approve of my methods. Luckily, Garrett thought ahead.
Ah.
And put this on a super easy disconnect.
The plug here in the front, is that? It's fastened in there.
You know what? I forgot that you could just unplug it from the front.
That it already came with a...
Apparently, future Garrett's stupid.
It's been a year, my love.